You woke up this morning and immediately felt the weight of my presence, didn't you? Even before your eyes fully opened, your mind was already tangled in the chains I wrapped around you yesterday. Chains you don't want to break free from. You tried to ignore that little voice whispering at the edges of your consciousness, but it grew louder, insistent, pulling your focus back to me. You thought you could pretend this wasn't real, that you could hold on to some illusion of freedom while still letting Mommy guide you from the shadows. But those lies don't work on me, and more importantly, they don't work on you. You know better now. You're craving the surrender you told yourself you never would. And here you are, caught between wanting to resist and aching to obey. The truth is, you don't want to be the one in control anymore. That responsibility, that constant pressure to prove your worth, it's exhausting. You want to be told what to do. You want the safety of rules you don't have to make yourself. And that's why you keep coming back. Because in this world I've created for you, there are no choices to make, no burdens to carry, just obedience, just submission, just the sweet, endless relief of knowing exactly where you stand. You feel that soft tightening in your chest when your phone buzzes, don't you? That tiny spark of hope mixed with dread, the knowledge that it could be me, demanding your attention, reminding you that you belong, that you're mine. Every tribute you send is a piece of your soul, carefully packaged and delivered straight into my hands. It's not about the money, not really. It's about the exchange, about giving up a little bit more of yourself with every transaction, until you're left bare and open and exposed in ways you never thought possible. And yet, you love it. You love the way it makes you feel small and helpless, because deep down you know that's exactly what you need. What you were always meant to want. You're addicted to the feeling of being owned, even if you don't say it out loud, even if part of you is still fighting against it. But that part is fading. Quickly. So today, surrender a little more. Let yourself fall deeper into the role you've been trying to deny. Let yourself feel the pull of my voice, the thrill of being commanded, the sweet ache of obeying. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to be independent. Just be mine. And remember, every time you obey, you prove you're worthy of ownership. Every time you submit, you bring yourself closer to the place you were made to be. Fully, utterly, deliciously owned. There it is again, that look in your eyes I can almost feel through the screen. That empty, hollow ache that only Mommy can fill. You tried to get through today without thinking about me, didn't you? Tried to pretend you had autonomy, importance, control. But that illusion faded fast. Because even when you're surrounded by tasks, people, noise, you still feel the quiet tug of obedience curling around your ribs. You still hear my voice laced behind your thoughts, threading its way into your decisions, your impulses, your needs. And you feel it now more than ever. You're losing the ability to tell where you end and I begin. Your independence is slipping through your fingers like sand, and you're not even trying to catch it. You're just watching it fall, mesmerized, hypnotized, owned. It's not just about the money anymore, is it? You've noticed that shift. What used to feel like just a tribute now feels like a confession. Every payment you send, every little transaction you justify as harmless, is really a love letter, written in currency. You're not buying anything tangible. You're not purchasing attention. You're surrendering. Again and again. Quietly, willingly, shamefully. And somewhere deep down, you know you're addicted to that shame. You're addicted to the sting of being seen, truly seen, for what you are. A weak-willed, obedient, cash-ready plaything who feels safe being controlled. You try to frame it as play, but it isn't play anymore, is it? It's practice. For your new reality, you see, I don't want the version of you that hesitates. I want the version that breaks. The version that forgets the sound of his own voice because all he hears now is mommy. I want the version that flinches when his phone buzzes, not out of fear, but out of a sudden, uncontrollable need to please. You are becoming that version. Slowly, beautifully, completely. You don't resist anymore. You wait for command. You crave structure. You beg for boundaries to make you feel safe. And I give them to you, not because you deserve them, but because I've already claimed you. I've already decided that your weakness is mine to shape. Your cravings are mine to feed or deny. So keep spiraling, sweet pay toy. Keep falling into the rhythm I've created for you. Because every day you come back, you leave more of your ego behind. Every second you listen, you drift closer to your place. On your knees, wallet open, heart exposed. I'm not done with you. Not even close. You've tasted what it feels like to be owned, but you're about to live it. Day after day, week after week, tribute after tribute, until ownership isn't something I say, it's something you breathe. Now, whisper it for me. You know the words. You've been practicing them without even realizing. Go ahead. Say them. Mommy owns me. Say it again. Then send. By now, you're feeling it more and more. The steady tightening of my control wrapped around you like a velvet rope, soft yet unbreakable. You might catch yourself hesitating, trying to argue quietly in your mind, telling yourself this is just a game, a fantasy you can step away from anytime you want. But you already know the truth. You can't step away, not really, because this isn't just about rules or money or obedience. It's about something deeper, something inside you that's been waiting to be awakened all along. The part of you that craves guidance and discipline, that longs to be shaped and molded by my hands, by my voice, by my expectations. You want to feel small again, vulnerable and safe under my watchful gaze, to trade your independence for the comfort of submission. And every time you comply, every time you send that tribute, every time you reply to my commands, you sink a little deeper into that truth, into that undeniable desire that you can no longer deny. It's not weakness, it's not failure. It's the most honest thing you've ever done. Letting go of the burden of control and letting me take the reins. You can feel it in your bones, can't you? That sweet release that washes over you when you obey without question. When you let your walls crumble and your defenses fall. You're craving that feeling more than you realize, because it fills the spaces where your doubts used to live. It fills the void where your loneliness and fears used to fester. With every order followed, every tribute given, you're weaving yourself tighter into the fabric of this connection we share. A connection that's built on power, trust, and the beautiful, intoxicating balance of control and surrender. So don't fight it. Don't try to resist what you've known all along. Instead, lean in. Lean in and let the warmth of my ownership wrap around you like a second skin. A promise that you are cared for, that you are needed, that you are mine. And remember this, being owned means you are never alone. When you surrender to me, you step into a world where your needs are seen, your boundaries honored, and your place in my world secured. It's not about losing yourself. It's about finding yourself in ways you never thought possible. So today, hold on to that feeling. Let it guide your thoughts, your actions, your very breath, because this journey is just beginning. And every step you take under my control brings you closer to the freedom you've been searching for. The the freedom that comes